PREMACHANDRAN ji.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Chairperson, for affording me this opportunity to take part in the discussion on the budget for the year 24-25, financial year 24-25. Madam, I rise to oppose the budget proposals for the year 24-25 as it is not truly addressing the concerns of the common people of this country. Madam Chairperson, this is the first budget of third Modi government, and when the opposition, the members of the opposition at the time of taking part in the discussion on the presidential address, motion of thanks to the presidential address, we have discussed and we have observed that this is not an NDA government, but it is an N-square-DA government, because this is a government totally depending on Naidu-Nitish dependent alliance government. That is why the stability of this government is at question. Madam Chairperson, the budget proposal, if you see, Madam Nirmala Sitharaman ji has announced the budget proposals, and the Madam Finance Minister has substantiated and ratified the observations made by the opposition that this is a government, its survival and existence of the government is at the political pleasure of these two parties, Janata Dal U and the other party, TDP, led by Naidu and Nitish. And that is why my first suggestion is the stability of the government is at question. This government can collapse at any time before completing the term of office. That is the first point which I would like to make. Madam Chairperson, Madam Finance Minister has presented the interim budget with the full confidence that we will be coming back with char so par with brutal majority. But after the election, Madam has presented the budget giving a political message that the government is lacking confidence. That is the reason by which the government is succumbed to the pressure of the two political parties and also violating the federal principles of our constitution, giving thrust to two states and discriminating other state means this is totally against the basic principles of the constitution. That is, the federal character of the constitution is not complied with the pronouncement of the budget proposals for the year 24-25. Madam Chairperson, I am confining my speech to 4 points. Kindly allow me time. I have given more than 100 cut motion notices, so for which I am not getting an opportunity to speak on the cut motion. So kindly give me some time so that I can move all these things. Madam, the first point is the lack of transparency in the budget. Madam, kindly examine the interim budget. The total size of the budget was 47,65,000 crores. The full budget, it is 48,20,000 crores. That means 55,000 crores additional expenditure than the interim budget. What about the gross borrowing, Madam? Kindly see 16,85,000 crores in the interim budget, and in the full budget it is just 16,10,000 in the full budget. That means 75,000 crore less in the full budget. My specific question to the Honorable Finance Minister is, from where the additional allocation comes? Kindly explain the House from where the additional amount which you have announced so many programs in the full budget, from where do the money comes? Kindly explain. No amount is allocated for the new projects or schemes announced in the full budget. For example, in page 39, para 24 and 25, announced a new scheme by 9 Prime Ministers Jan Jetiya Gram Abhayan for improving the socio-economic conditions of the tribal communities, covering 63 villages, benefiting 5 crore people. But the amount allocated in the interim budget as well as in the full budget for the tribal affairs is the same as, that is 13,000 crores. Where do the further allocation will come? And also you have declared 56,000 crores additional allocation for Bihar and 15,000 crores for the Andhra Pradesh. But in the budget allocation for North is the same 2,78,000 crores in the interim budget as well as in the full budget. So it is very clear that the amount of allocation prescribed and presented in the budget speech is not reflected in the figures of the budget. That means the budget is lacking transparency, and hence it is to be opposed. The Honorable Finance Minister has to explain.